Guess what today is? Guess what today is? Oh, you don't care. Okay, bye. Hello guys, happy Halloween. Yes, it is Halloween, one of my favorite days of the year. And even though this year it's looking a little different, I am still really excited to celebrate today. And I thought I would vlog because it is Halloween, but also because I have 3 books that I'm trying to finish by the end of today. So at first I thought I'd show you my Exorcist coffee mug, which is super fun and super appropriate for Halloween. And I'm about to get ready for the day. But I thought first I would tell you the 3 books that I am looking to finish by the end of the day. And all of them are either going to help me with the Fall Into Reading Challenge or the Fortnite Frights readathon, which ends today. Fall Into Reading still goes through the month of November. But yeah, Fortnite Frights ends today. So the first book that I'm going to be working on today, and I definitely will finish because I only have about 30 pages left, is Pan's Labyrinth. And this is basically the movie in book form. So I love the movie, and this has been a really fun ride, even though I know the story and I know how it ends and everything like that. I've enjoyed visiting the story in this format. So yeah, I'll definitely be finishing this one. And then I have this one I just started. I read just like a little pinch of it yesterday, and that is American Vampire Volume 3. And this one takes place during World War II. So that's kind of fun because you're getting like a little bit of like historical fiction, but with vampires. So it's kind of cool. And yeah, this one should go pretty quickly. It's kind of a thicker issue for being, you know, the other 2 volumes were not this big, but I still think it'll go quickly. Graphic novels tend to. And then the 3rd book I'm going to be finishing is on audio, and it was a long audiobook. It was 22 hours, I think, but it's really good. It's called The Good House by Tannery Dew, and it's basically like a kind of a family saga, but dealing with a curse and it deals with like a creepy gothic house and like I said, a family that generationally has dealt with some stuff. And it's really good. It's really cool. I've been really enjoying it, and I have about 2 hours left of that one. So again, I should be able to knock that one out because I've been listening on average about 2 hours a day to that one, so I don't think it'll be a problem. So yeah, those are the 3 books that I'm trying to finish today, in addition to all of the Halloween festivities, though like I said, it's a little bit different this year. We're doing, you know, a socially distanced Halloween, so everything from like trick-or-treating and everything is going to be a little bit different, but it still should be fun. The kids are still super pumped for Halloween. And yeah, it should be fun. So I'm going to take you along with me on my day as we do some Halloween stuff and I try to finish these books. Putting that girl to work. Although she asked to rake the leaves. So she's doing a pretty good job. Good job, boo! So I thought I'd give you guys a quick update. I finished Pan's Labyrinth, and yeah, it was a 5-star read because I just love the story so much. It's dark, it has great fantasy elements, it has a very like dark fairy tale quality to it. So if you're one of those people that's really into fairy tales and stuff and haven't either seen the movie or read the book Pan's Labyrinth, you should totally check it out because I think you'd really like it. It deals with, you know, there's all those great like magical elements in it. There's, you know, fairies, and the little girl, our main character, she is set to do 3 tasks that are, you know, magical. And then interspersed between the story that's going on, there are fairy tales, like literally like once upon a time sort of fairy tales that are told that as you progress through the book, you realize that they are connected. And yeah, it's a fabulous story. Very sad, very dark, but it is also very magical. And yeah, the only thing I would say about the book versus the movie is when I saw the movie, I feel like the movie has way more ambiguity in terms of the ending. And I don't want to say what it is because it would be a huge spoiler, but those of you who have seen Pan's Labyrinth, you should know what I mean. And the book sort of lacks that. The book kind of makes a stance or kind of just barely touches on that part. And I thought that was part of what made this story so impactful, was that ambiguity. So I think I still would prefer the movie, honestly, though I did give the book 5 stars, because there's just something about seeing it, and the movie is just visually just stunning. And yeah. So I would highly recommend the movie, but definitely read the book too if you're interested. It's just that obviously the movie's going to give you all those visual elements. It's acted very well. Yeah, it's great. So 1 book down, 2 more to go. I'm on to my next Halloween sort of task, and that is we're going to make cookies, because why not have more sugar today? Basically, it's because in our neighborhood does this thing where they boo people, and what it basically is somebody, and you don't know who it is, although we know who booed us, but typically it's like a mystery. You don't know who booed you, and they leave like a little thing on your porch with, you know, Halloween treats and different things to do that are all Halloween themed to kind of get you in the spirit of Halloween. And one of the things in our boo bucket was this cookie mix. So we're gonna make the cookies to kind of have alongside our candy and everything. I know, so like, let's just sugar the kids up. But they're really easy to make, so I figured, yeah, we can do that. So that's kind of the next thing on my list. And then, yeah, we're gonna bake the cookies, and I'll give you another reading update when I have one. Yeah, can you sing that song for me again?
Santa Strange, I made it good. Go, mustards!
Hey, so thought I'd give you another update. I just finished The Good House by Tannery Jew, and I think it's gonna be a 4-star. It is a really good book though. If you like long horror novels that really build up and really get you invested in the characters, this is a great story for you. This one was surprisingly, especially the first part, was surprisingly emotional because it deals a lot with grief and loss and kind of, you know, just family dynamics and drama and all of that. And yeah, it was good. Had some nice spooky sort of elements in it, but it did at times feel a little long. There was like a chunk in the middle where I got to that part and then I was like, oh my gosh, I still have like 9 hours of book left. Like, it was like, what is gonna happen here? So sometimes the pacing felt a little bit slow. And then the ending was good, and then it wasn't. Like, there were things I liked about it and then things I didn't. I kind of wish it had ended a little bit differently. So I think for that though, it's a 4-star, maybe 4.5. But I definitely want to check out more of her work, because yeah, this had great characters, great themes, great writing, all of that. So yeah, it was good. So the next thing on my list to do, I made my cookies. I got veggie chili simmering right now because that's what we're gonna have for dinner before the Halloween festivities start. But I am going to now, and I don't normally do this, but because of the pandemic, I still would really like to pass out candy. So what I'm gonna do is take a couple pieces of candy and put them in little bags and do as many bags as I have. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set them up on a table at the end of the driveway. Because in our neighborhood, that's kind of how everybody hands out candy, is we just like all sit in our driveways with like a fire pit, with one of the, with like a portable fire pit around. So kids don't really go up to our porches and stuff anyway. So I'm gonna set the table at the end of the driveway with all the bags on it, and they can just kind of come by and grab a bag, and that way it's like basically no contact, and they can still trick or treat. And then our kids are going to be going around, but we're going to basically like shorten our route from what we would normally do. We're going to try to stick to houses that were the people, we know the people, or places that are, you know, practicing social distancing sort of things, to so they're not like hovering around someone's front porch or whatever. So they're still gonna get to trick or treat. And then yeah, so basically we have a couple hours until trick or treating starts. So I gotta start stuffing some bags. So I'm kind of hoping that I can get the family to maybe watch a Halloween type show. Like, I really want to watch It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, because I haven't watched it yet this year, and that's a classic that I always watch. So maybe I can convince them to watch that while we stuff bags. And then yeah, I just have one more book to finish, the graphic novel American Vampire Volume 3. And so hopefully once I get the bags stuffed, I can sit down and relax finally today and hopefully knock out most of it, if not all of it. You guys ready to go trick-or-treating?
Yeah!
All right, let's go. So we just got back from trick-or-treating. It was really fun. It was nice because everyone in the neighborhood basically did like the socially distanced thing, and they like put a table at the end of the driveways, and so it made it really easy. Hunter was over it pretty quickly. It was like 5 houses, and he was like, I want to go home. So yeah, he had a good time though. And yeah, I didn't read really any more of American Vampire. So hopefully after trick-or-treating's over and everything kind of quiets down, I'll be able to read some and I'll let you know. Hey, so it's about 9 something and Halloween is over. And I have to say that even though it was a little bit of a different year, it was still a great Halloween. The kids still had a lot of fun. And yeah, I say it was still a good one. And even better, I finished American Vampire. And this one was cool because it actually was like a double issue. So there was 2 different stories in it. And I liked them both a lot. Like I said, they were World War II sort of stories. And they were cool for sure. And yeah, I really liked this volume, and I'm giving it 4 stars because I really liked it. And I don't know what, I'm assuming that volume 4 is probably going to take place in the 50s, so that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm excited to, you know, keep going with this series because it is really nice. So, all right, so I did it. My goal today was to complete 3 books, finish out the month, and I did it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy because the last couple of weeks I wasn't super motivated to read. I was feeling a little bit slumpy, so I'm glad that I managed to knock these out on the last day of the month. So yeah, so that means tomorrow is Nonfiction November, and I'm excited. So all right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I hope that you had a wonderful Halloween and that you found ways to make it fun in whatever ways were comfortable for you and all of that. In this crazy time, it's definitely a year that we will never forget. So, all right. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.